Everybody. Just Encouragement Series Part 18. We're moving right along in the series. Moving right along, moving and grooving. Today is the day that we are going to go to that next level. Today is the day where we just don't take no for an answer. We continue to understand our positions in the world, in our communities, and that we are all neighbors. That's something that we have to understand. Some people, they can't focus on it, but I feel like it's something good to have neighbors from all over. I learned how to control this stand. Well, anyway, Just Encouragement Series Part 18. This is Keith Rowland, your host. Just, Just Encouragement TV is the place. We're getting everything in order. We're starting to reach more and more people. People are starting to really understand what we're doing with the channel. This is just a walk along with me a little bit, guys. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Jesus. I'm a cancer survivor. I'm happy to be here talking to you today, a cancer survivor turned motivational speaker. It's helping a lot of people out in similar circumstances. I met all kind of different people from all different walks of life. In my cancer treatments, every time I go for treatment, I always meet some new people. I always tell them that, you know, hey, how you doing today, guys? Um, Ollie, I appreciate it, man. From a different walk of life, it's very, it's very disheartening from a standpoint of that it doesn't take anybody from any certain walk of life in order to get cancer. But I met all kind of different good people. When I was younger, I used to know a lot of farmers because my grandfather was into farming. And as a young man, I'd always go stack hay, uh, do any type of work that they needed done. And those things were very that there is a friendly face. I was walking down in certain parts of this area, I'll lose phone reception, therefore I won't be able to stream or something. But just being encouraging to other people, that's where it's at because you never know that you might be the only chance that someone gets to get a positive word. And if you're willing to do so, and if you've been through several things in your life, knowing that life is not promised to us, it's not based upon how old we are, whether or not we're still here or not. I used to think that when I was younger, I thought that the older you get, it would be more of a possibility that you'd pass away. But anymore, it's the young people, old people, middle-aged people. It doesn't take a classification. Today might be your last day. That's why we have to have the mindset that we care for other people other than ourselves, but we have to start caring for ourselves because we can't be that good of a person for everybody else if we don't have the mindset that we need to have to get to the places we need to get to. I mean, I'm very thankful of waking up this morning. Hulk Hogan passed away. Oh, my condolences. That's terrible. I did not, this is the first time I'm hearing of that. He was one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Him, Jerry Lawler, uh, the Step into the Slim Jim guy. What was his name? I can't remember. If you guys remember, put it in the comments. But yeah, wrestling was a big deal. How we doing today, neighbor? Pretty good. Looking pretty trimmed in out here, brother. You'll have to get some of that phone stuff and spray on them or something. Well, you might better put a shirt on before you go over there and mess with one. Oh, okay, you're good. Yeah, he had Terminex come out and spray because some yellow jackets or some wasp or something was out there, and he has a lot of his younger relatives come over. They get together a lot over there for barbecues and things like that. And you know, barbecues and bees and stuff like that do not get along. But guys, being the best versions of ourselves is what I'm harping on because you know, being a cancer survivor, I'm continually thankful for every day that I have, knowing any day could be my last, any day could be any of our last. So we have to be the most upstanding and the most builder of communities we can. Because leaving it to the younger generations of our families, you know, our kids, our grandkids, our other relatives that are younger than us, we'd like for them to be standing on a good, strong setting. And here at Just Encouragement TV, we offer a positive word to those that are willing to receive it. Because sometimes, like I mentioned earlier, what happens? Very thankful for continually having my faith in Jesus, having it on a standpoint of I'm a better version of myself today than I was yesterday. I'm a better version of myself than I was yesterday. It's a little warm outside, but it's understandable. I got my sheets on today. It's almost time for the season. Looking forward to that. I am ready for some football. It just seems like the TV just goes blank when football's off. I mean, not many people are watchers of the other sports. Uh, my mom and dad, they watch Royals baseball and stuff like that, but I watched it with my grandma when she was alive. She was a fan of the Royals, but me, I'm a fan, but I don't know. Baseball just never really was my thing. It was always basketball, football, track, things of that nature. You know, but they have a lot more sports that they have in school now with the advent of soccer, other things like that. So there's a lot more things that keeps us encouraged from the standpoint of being more of an asset rather than a liability for society. You know, we need to continue be encouraged with ourselves, continue to uplift our coworkers, uplift our friends, our family members. You know, these are things that I continue to harp on because it's a world community now. You know, I'm just as likely to speak to someone on here from Indonesia as I am from someone from Alabama. And wherever you're checking in from, you might give a quick shout out to where you're from. And if I see it, oh, you're laughing. Oh, okay. There's a lot of that going on. I'd rather be laughing than crying. Sometimes I say stuff that's rather funny, or I might be looking funny. A lot of people think a lot of things about a lot of people, but we can't harp on that. We're just going to be the best versions of ourselves that we're going to be and continue to be. And we're going to continue to have that mindset. And me personally, I'm a believer in God. I realize that God is here to have me walk in my purpose. And considering that I survived from stage 4 prostate cancer, I'm here to tell you that there definitely is a God, and He's everywhere all at once, which is beyond my understanding. But I'm continually message retracted. Okay, I appreciate you. No, your parents tell you, and your mom used to tell you when you was little not to wipe your face off with your shirt, but it's kind of hot out here, and I didn't really bring a towel, so sorry, Chiefs. But back to what we were talking about, as far as encouragement, us being the best versions of ourselves that we're going to be. In order to get to that next level, we just have to have that mindset and continue to have that, strive in that, believe in that, work with that. Because as a man or woman thinks, so is he. I know one thing that I think I am right now is hot. It's hot out here. It's kind of humid, but I'm still on the same footing, having a seat, just relaxing, enjoying some outdoor sunlight, enjoying the company of my fellow man here on the channel. And if you haven't got a chance to get down there and subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate it. And it also enlarges the platform. Make sure and hit that bell notification. That way you know the next time that I go live or upload a uplifting video for us. These are things that we need to continue to do, because it used to be like if you didn't have anything positive to say, you didn't say anything. But that's not what everybody goes through right now. But us, as for me and mine, we're going to serve the Lord. We're going to have something positive to say to folks. We're going to have something to uplift you to another level, uplift you to a new standard, uplift you to a standpoint of just thinking of yourself that I know I can do it. I know I'm going to encourage others to believe that they can do it, because I'm a survivor. I'm a fighter. I'm a cancer survivor. I'm a believer in Jesus, and I believe in my purpose. And my purpose is to have us have a better mindset, have us have a better feeling of community, to be thankful, to be grateful, and inspiring to others. Those are things that we think about, those are things that we talk about and visit with. I myself, I'm just always trying to think of new ways to uplift people, to be motivating from a standpoint of people just knowing that they can get there one foot after another. Even a stumble is a step. Those are things that we have to continually think about. Those are things that we just have to continue to harp on, pray about, continue motivating others. As I'm motivating others, I'm also motivating myself. I'm also a firm believer in supporting other people's dreams, goals, and aspirations. There will be a time in my future that I will be able to be an investor in things that I feel like that need to be done in my community. But right now, I'm investing in our spirits, the way that we feel about ourselves. It's good to feel great about other people, but we need to feel good about ourselves. That's what Just Encouragement was born because I didn't have a great mindset of myself and my situations dealing with my cancer treatment. So I started this channel as a support network for myself and a support network for like minded individuals such as yourself. And if you feel like it, you feel led to, comment where you're watching from and what time it is so I can start trying to. It, I guess I can't really base a time because considering people from all over the world watch, when it's late for some, it's going to be early for others. And those are the sort of things I try to keep in consideration, doing this Just Encouragement series, sometimes early in the day, maybe late in the evening, maybe different times because, at one time I may be able to get a hold of a certain group of people, but then the next time, maybe a later time, I might be able to get a hold of a whole new other group, which is which is very encouraging from that issue because you have a new audience each time that you start something. And I'm a firm believer in a growing community. It doesn't necessarily have to have 100,000 people, 10,000 people, or that number of people involved. It's those grassroots uh, organizations, movements that get things going, get things started. Here at Just Encouragement TV, we will be a larger platform soon enough, and you'll get a chance to tell anybody and everybody that you were here from the very beginning. That me, Keith Rowland, being a cancer survivor and believer of God, knowing that in Hebrews 13:1 it says to let brotherly love continue. And moving on, Hebrews 13:2, it says to be careful to entertain strangers because thereby some have entertained angels unawares. And I don't know if you guys have any angelistic tendencies, but we're practicing them. And we're practicing them by being encouraging to our fellow man. I want you guys to be better. I want you to do a better job at what you're doing. I want you to have more faith and commitment and consistency on your purpose. And I want you to walk with your shoulders back and your head held high, knowing that you are that. I'm very convinced of those things. I'm convinced of it from a standpoint that I'm gonna say it even if I just say it to one person on the stream or no persons on the stream. Because there's always that opportunity. Man, them people almost run me over, y'all. I'm sitting at the edge of the curb and they was within like 3 or 4, almost like 2 feet away from me. That's close enough now. No, they wasn't really all that close. It seemed like it. They went by fast too. But being encouraged is a standpoint that we all need to hold for, stand for, pray for. And when you get on here with me and you comment and say where you're from or that you subscribe to the channel or that you're thankful for the things that's going on in your life, those things are very encouraging to other people. That's a good look. It's a good look and it's a development that's going to make us believe and move on to that standpoint of being a better version. Being a better version because can't nobody say a word, good or bad, to put you in heaven or hell. So they can't decide your destiny or how you feel about yourself. So that's why here at Just Encouragement TV, you go ahead, subscribe to the channel, share it to somebody that you know would need the uplifting in their spirit because it's not just about money, it's about our mindsets. Because you can have all the money in the world and have a bad way of thinking about things and not be able to accomplish as much as you would like to accomplish. It's just a mindset. A small movement can be a large movement because where two or more are gathered, there shall our Lord be also. Very thankful, very encouraged, made the attendance list this morning, as you did if you got a chance to view this. And this has been Just Encouragement TV with the Just Encouragement series, part 18. Go back and check out some of the prior episodes in the series so you can receive the full-fledged support. And let me know where you're checking in from. Until then, to make sure and be encouraged and try God, and He will try you.